I just wanted to figure I'd do a short, brief intro of what I was doing this video, which is this wires annoying. Like I said, I was saying in the video about those boxes that GM used. They're rather large. I mean, they're like, you know, on a full-size car, they're about this wide and about that deep. And they, if you have AC, they hold the, you know, the AC condenser and or is it evaporator or dryer, one of those. You know, my AC, you know, it's not that great. I've never really been a fan of AC. I lived in the Northeast, so I've never had a use for it. I've never actually once, I could say, actually fixed AC. It's not that I have like AC, but my car is kind of like a hot rod kind of thing, so I don't need AC. So, and these big heater boxes just, even, I mean, if you've ever seen under the hood of, hang on a second, my leg looks crooked, so you may be seeing me sideways. Have you ever seen you know, the full-size B bodies like I have? I mean, honestly, they could probably fit a 5.9 liter diesel in there under the hood, because they made the front end very big. I mean, it could fit a 454 no problem. It could fit an LS engine no problem. Like I said, it might even fit if it can Cummins diesel no problem. I mean, they have a lot of space this way, but they have this huge box that sticks out like this much. And it's the same thing with G bodies. They have that. It's a similar box that sticks out. And on G bodies, you could think you could find the you know, sometimes you could find the ones, you know, the non-AC, you know, boxes. But on the full size, they made so few. There's a guy who sells B-body parts, and he wants $300 for it. It's like, I'm cutting the box. You know, it's just, I have no use for the box anyway. I cut it, put some brackets, put it in a panel, and then I could even mount something to the panel. And I'm going to seal it up with silicone too. Like I said, I was just saying in the video, it's rated 400 degrees. So, you know, as long as it's not really touching. You know, if you're using a painted surface against plastic, there's no issue with rust. You know, not really. You know, people say about silicone touching. I think that silicone rust thing is a bit exaggerated too. I think, I mean, on raw metal, you know, maybe, but that's about it. But anyway, I have a panel made. This is a rough panel. Yeah, this goes right in front. I'm using this because it's already heat painted, so all I got to do is touch up the paint with black. Because this is from a barbecue, and it's good, pretty good sheet metal, so it's free. So I had a couple of barbecues I cut up for to make like my welding cart and stuff like that. So it's free metal if you weld, you know. But anyway, that's it. I don't want to be too chatty. Right now I'm doing a video of doing a bracket for a panel. Because I cut my, I don't know if you're familiar with these GM air boxes, but if you have a late 70s or early 80s car, I'll show you what I'm talking about right here. If you have this box, you'll see that it sticks out to about here. That's where the air conditioning is. I have no use for air conditioning. I'm in the Northeast. You don't get that hot in the summer up here, so. And the boxes that they made for this car specifically, this is a full-size B-body, 1979 Caprice Impala. This is specifically an Impala. Pontiac Bonneville. They made a whole bunch of them. Oldsmobile 98. The box that they made for these, because these were full-size cars, they generally came with air conditioning. And the ones that you see that come with the non-air conditioning boxes where the compressor is against that firewall, mounted the other way. Instead of being horizontal, it's vertical against that, and it's like, looks like an old Camaro kind of heater box. Those are extremely hard to find for these, and for a lot of cars like that. So what you can do is do this. I'm putting brackets in here, see, like this, and I'm just going to put a sheet metal panel up. The reason I'm putting the brackets in is because this stuff is awful thin here, you know. So trying to mount to that, you can make a seal with that, but you're not going to have a very solid panel. And if you want to put something on there, you can. It's just as long as you put these brackets in, then you got something, you know, solid. Not only got a solid sealed cover, but you can mount something. So that's what I decided to do. I'd obsessed over it for a long time because I got sick of that snout sticking out over the exhaust manifold. Now I can see both my exhaust manifolds. Yeah, there's a lot of room in here because it's a full-size car. These can easily fit in a big block, like like nothing. You know, you could probably fit in a diesel in these if you wanted to. You know, it's like, look how much room is between there and the radiator. It's ridiculous. Yeah. But anyway, this is you know, generally that. Like I said, I'll show you the panel in the second part. I just figured I'd throw up the first part of how I cut that snout off. And if you want to actually, I think I threw it in the garbage. You can actually see what I'm talking about. Walk over to the garbage. And it's buried under the garbage. Oh, there's somewhere. That's one piece right there, see? And that's the piece that sticks out. It sticks out like a big snout. So it sticks out about almost 10-12 inches from where I cut. So it's a lot of room, you know. Better used for other stuff. So anyway, right now I'm going to drill the other bracket, which I can't hold the camera and do. But essentially I'm going to do with that top one. Right there is bolted on with 1/4 inch 20 bolt on each side. Well, the other one's going to be right across and towards the bottom. And like I said, I got a nice solid mount for the panel. And you can see there's a second bracket right there. I said, no, it's structurally sound. I have to find a couple of smaller bolts in those bottom ones, but he said that's you know, it's about 1/8 of an inch thick, like mild steel. It's pretty fucking well. Pardon me. It's pretty damn strong for a heater box. You know, he said for a sheet metal panel. But like I said, if I want to mount something to the sheet metal panel, you know, no problem. So I think that's the best way. Just trying to glue something on just doesn't seem very sound. And then you also get into the issue of what to use, because you know, a lot of the stuff they sell, you know, you think would work, isn't very strong. Like the RTV, I mean, it can be pretty strong, but it's kind of rubbery. So it's not really going to hold the panel too tight, you know, and it may separate just from being blown on, you know, over time. And the stuff that's stronger, like that polyurethane, you know, stuff they sell looks like silicone. It's supposed to be really strong. Well, if you read up on that stuff, you find out that it has an operating temperature of about 150 degrees, 160 degrees. You know, above that, the max temperature is like 250, and if you read the documentation, 250 sounds really sketchy. And in an engine compartment with hot air, you know, and you know, an exhaust manifold, yeah, that's sketchy. So, but if you read up on like GE Silicon 2, it's fine at 400 degrees. You know, so you have to use something like regular silicon, or something akin to that has a, you know, a temperature of like 400 degrees, but I guarantee it's probably not going to be that strong. So the best thing is just to do something like that to give yourself a solid bracket. That's it for now. So get the panel on there.